exactly going on in Syria?
Well, the government and the rebels are fighting, and the government is using chemical weapons. And I guess it was a dictatorship, and the people don't like that anymore.
Okay, well, would you support the Syrian rebels or the president? Or the president in this case?
Well, they're rebels.
Why do you think that the Syrian rebels are fighting? And is this a good motivation, in your opinion?
Well, they want freedom, and I think freedom is one of the most important things in life.
Should the rebels continue to fight, or should they give up now that Assad seems to be using chemical warfare against them?
Okay, well, they should continue because, well, they want freedom, and they started, so they have to finish what they started.
Why do you think the Syrian president thought it necessary to use chemical weapons against their own people?
I think he's desperate. He can't win, so he starts using those kind of weapons. So he thinks he can win, but it's only worse.
Do you think that Syria should solve this conflict should help, or that should get help from other countries such as the EU, the US, and the United Nations?
Well, they should solve it on its own, but it doesn't seem like it's able to do that. So I think the UN and stuff should help.
Do you think high-positioned government officials should be allowed to use social media in such a way that it nearly becomes propaganda?
Well, social media is free to use, but you shouldn't use it for propaganda, especially when it goes a little too far. And yeah, it's then I think the rebels don't like the high-positioned people, so it only gets worse.
Okay, because for example, the Syrian president has a Tumblr account on which Instagram account on which he shows many pictures of himself and his wife helping disabled children and doing charity stuff. And he doesn't even show a single thing about what's currently going on in Syria. What do you think about that?
Well, I think it's a little bit weird because he's showing the good side and trying to cover up the bad side, but yeah, it's the problem is on the other side and not on the side he's showing, because he can do help people, but he destroys more than he actually fixes.
So do you in this case think his social media, he should be allowed to use social media or not?
Well, I should be allowed to use it, but it's not really clear, because he's using it and showing a good side, but not a lot of people know about it. I didn't know that he was using Instagram, and the bad news is all over, so it doesn't really help for him.
Well, do you also think that the social media such as YouTube and Facebook has a big effect on this issue?
Yes, because people post things on YouTube, and this way the rest of the world sees it, and then they react on it, and then a small problem suddenly becomes really big.